Hello students, today we will discuss about our chapter 7, that is work environment. First we need to know what is work environment. The term work environment is used to describe the surrounding conditions in which an employee operates. The work environment can be composed of physical conditions such as office temperature or equipment, such as personal computers also. It can also be related to factors such as work processes or procedures. So we can say the conditions in which an individual or staff works, including but not limited to such things as amenities, physical environment, stress and noise levels, degree of safety or danger and the like. The work environment can involve the social interactions at the workplace, including interactions with peers, subordinates, and managers. So, we can say the work environment is the setting, social features, and physical conditions in which you perform your job. These elements can impact feelings of well being, workplace relationships, collaboration, efficiency, and employee health. Generally, and within limits, employees are initiated to a work environment that is free from harassment. Healthy work environments will be free from problems associated with sick building syndrome. Next, we will discuss about fatigue. Fatigue is more than just tiredness. It can make it hard to get out of bed in the morning and prevent a person from fulfilling their daily tasks. It is just because defined a state of being tired. It can be caused by long hours of work, long hours of physical or mental activity, inadequate rest, excessive stress, and combination of these factors. It is a workplace hazard and can be associated with safety and health of the worker. It is defined as a decrease in the capacity of person to carry out the work because of previous work. It affects the health and safety of both the employee and their colleagues and the employer also. Next, we will discuss about the causes of fatigue. First is medical cause. If any employee is facing different medical issues like diabetes, thyroid, and extra, they feel fatigue. Lifestyle related causes. Different lifestyles like lack of sleep. Typically, adults need about 8 hours of sleep a day. Too much sleep, alcohol and drugs consumption, sleep disturbances, lack of regular exercise and sedentary behavior, and poor diet of the employee. Next is workplace related cause like shift work, like night duties. It is a very important thing in causes of fatigue. Poor workplace practices, workplace stress, etc. Emotional concerns and stress. Sometimes employee becomes more emotional in workplace and they get stressed in workplace. Next, we will discuss about the symptoms of fatigue. First is appetite loss and digestive problems. Appetite means appetite is a desire to eat food, sometimes due to hunger. A decreased appetite occurs when you have a reduced desire to eat. And digestive problem like acidity and anything anything else. Muscle weakness. Muscle weakness is a lack of strength in the muscles. They may not contract or move easily as before. Lack of concentration. Employee become lack of concentration because of fatigue. Lack of memory and inability to recollect simple things. Employee forgets simple things in their workplace. Tiredness. Employee feels tired in their workplace, and sleepiness. They feel always sleepy in workplace and anytime, like including falling asleep against their against their will. Irritability, they becomes irritated very easily. Depression, they get depressed. Giddiness means it is the feeling of being unbalanced and light unbalanced, and it is sometimes accompanied by nausea or vomiting. Increased susceptibility or to illness, they becomes more sick prone and ill prone. Next, we will discuss about the monotony and boredom. The definition of monotony is a varying uniformity, means dislike of work mainly due to repetition of work. One becomes uninterested or bored, and it manifests as the as a listening desire to perform optimally to the best of their capabilities. Monotony means dull. Monotonous means dry, unvarying, tedious, and uninteresting. The terms monotony and boredom are usually used to indicate and undesirable effects of repetitive work. And the term boredom is more inclusive, and it refers to unfavorable attitude and feeling the worker may have for a task he is performing. Monotony can be one of the causes of boredom. Monotony and boredom are subjective phenomena in the sense that they are caused by the way a person views his task from time to time. Causing it may cause the output to fluctuate and to decline progressively. Next, we will discuss about the industrial accidents. Industrial disasters or accidents occur either by accident, negligence, or incompetence. They cause they cause great damage to property, injury, or loss of life also. The Factories Act 1948 defines accident as an occurrence in an industrial establishment causing bodily injury to a person which makes him unfit to resume his duties in the next 48 hours. Many causes are there in industrial accidents, like unsafe conditions in organizations and the industrial area, unsafe acts from the taking from their organization side, and other causes of accidents like fall. And the prevention of these accidents are design a safe work environment, guards and handrails in the roof and balconies, safety goggles, use of safety goggles and helmets in dangerous areas, warning lights in dangerous areas, and automatic shout offs. Next, we will discuss about employee safety. The term health, safety, and security are closely related to each other. Health is a general state of well-being, and it is not only includes physical well-being but also emotional and mental well-being. Safety refers to the act of protecting the physical well-being and well-being of an employee. It includes the risk of accidents caused due to machinery, fire, or diseases. Security refers to protecting facilities and equipments from unauthorized access and protecting. Importance of employee safety are higher productivity, increased efficiency and quality, reduced medical and insurance costs, lower workers' compensation rates and payments, improved reputation as an employer of choice. Ensuring there are many things to ensure employee health. That these are cleanliness, air ventilation and temperature in the organization, dust stucker, dust mask, the using of mask, good lighting in the organization, safe drinking water supply, clean toilets, safety of building equipments and other infrastructure, firefighting equipments and training, and facility of lift and crane for big organization. Next, we will discuss about the moral. Moral is defined as a mental condition or attitude of individual and groups which determines their willingness to cooperate. A good moral is evidenced by moral enthusiasm, voluntary conformation with regulations and orders, and a willingness to cooperate with others in the accomplishment of an organization's objective. There are many factors which affects the moral, that is satisfaction level of employee, and from the organization sides, the from the employer. Leadership, a good leadership is also very important. Nature of work in the organization, educational level of employee, designation level of desired and uh, deserved category employee, compensation, employee the compensation employee gets. Next, we will discuss about the grievances. According to International Labour Organization, a grievance is a complaint of one or more workers in respect of wages, allowance, conditions of work, and interpretation of service stipulations covering such areas as overtime, leave, transfer, promotion, seniority, job assignments, and termination of services. How to handle these grievances? To enable the employee to air his or her grievance by setting and a grievance committee to to clarify the nature of the grievance, to investigate the reasons for dissatisfaction, to obtain where the possible a speedy resolution to the problem, to take appropriate actions and ensure that promises are kept, to inform the employee of his or her right to take the grievance to the next stage of the procedure in the event of an unsuccessful resolution. Next, we will discuss about the personal records and audits. Personal records is the informational documents and files relating to the human resources of an organization which are utilized by organization for carrying out its operation. It contains the information such as job description and specifications, text scores and applicants ratings, performance records, training and development, salary and wage history, leave, transfers, promotions, etc. Normally, HR departments handles these sections, and the audit. The personal audit is a systematic survey and analysis of over all operative functions of personnel, which is with a summarized statement of findings and recommendations for correction of deficiencies. These are all the personal records and audit. Thanks for watching.